The Divine Agreement. Which I wrote in 1990 for my friends, and for everybody, actually. All people, all students of the Dharma, the Divine Agreement. Based upon an understanding. Maybe an opinion, maybe a fact. That everybody comes in this life with unconscious agreements. We come in a multi-dimensional package of the physical body with an astral body, a subtler component to it, a higher body, and then a higher one than that called the causal body, and a higher one than that called the mental body, and then an etheric body, and then ultimately a spiritual body, then maybe beyond that the body of the Master. The enlightenment body mystery. And so this was given based upon my experiences when I was young as a yogi, studying yoga, meditation, and various systems from the Hindus. And those Hindus usually had a chakra system, knowledge integrated into what they were doing. In every case, it's all about the chakras. See, the centers, the psychic centers in the body, they're not physical centers, so don't try and look for them. But they are approximately configured. Above the head, the crown, the forebrain, the throat, the heart, the navel, the joint, right? Right? The sex chakra and the anal sphincter. As a reference, but doesn't mean your anus is one of the portals to the divine, but who knows? Could be for some. And they act like anuses, so there may be something there. So anyway, getting back to the causal plane, right? Causal plane of time was mentioned just a moment ago. So let us read a little bit for those who are curious, who have no access to this teaching, but now who are interested in learning what I have taught about it as a possibility of knowledge and practice. Chapter 11, the causal third plane or time-mind level of reality. The causal level plane or dimension of consciousness is that level of reality which deals primarily in and through the memory, intuition, or knowing of time patterns and their cycles. The causal body is one of three components of the mental body, which for the sake of this instruction will be described in terms of the causal, mental, and etheric bodies as three separate levels, although they are one. Everything is one, although they're all different. This plane, like the astral and the physical, which precede it, are dimensions conditioned by the cosmic worlds and masterable from the higher, deeper, or spiritual worlds. So you're here to master these bodies of cause and effect. Once you understand they exist and what their karmic patterns are or forces are, then you can go about being beyond them. Most individuals who are operative, stuck in or moving through and beyond the causal plane must deal with or be influenced by the negative karmatic patterns and their cyclic recurrence relative to time and their appearances either in present time or as impressions in the memory field relative to the past, as a knowingness relative to the present, or as intuitions relative to the future. Very complex. That's the causal plane. That's the causal body. This also has very powerful influence in the dream world, where you have nightmares of past experiences, horrors of being in other worlds and so on, which is all about, the interdimensionality of consciousness. It's not all about what you watch on TV. What you watch on TV comes from the causal body. Often, some writers or some producers or some movie makers, causal body, or some science fiction writers, causal body, right? Because it's all about that. See, they're getting from the causal body inspiration relative to time, the time machines. All of this is part of our inheritance as time machines, space beings in time machine bodies, physical bodies, time machine bodies. Right?